to our backdrop that shows that we're chefs, because you're not a real chef if you don't have a fork and a spoon in your kitchen.
Fork and spoon,
a fork
man.
And a spoon on your wall.
Fork and spoons, man.
Yeah, fork and spoons. This is gonna be the thumbnail for this video. You got it?
Oh, I was supposed to be recording?
For joining in today's Meals in the Making. It is, everybody say it with me, Robbie, officially fall. I think I talked about fall last week, but it is officially fall. You're probably tired of hearing me talk about fall. I'm tired of hearing myself talk about fall. I stinking love fall. But, so, because it's fall, we are actually only doing one meal this week for dinners, because Robbie and I are going to be eating out a lot this week. I know, boo, insert children booing here. Robbie's birthday is this week, yay! Insert children cheering here. So we're gonna be eating out for his birthday a couple times. He's gonna be gone a couple days. He has school sometimes, I'll be gone. So we're actually only gonna probably eat together 1 to 2 times. So I'm making one meal, we are making one meal. And then also I'm of course going to bring you one salad for those who are on the 4 and 2 in 1 plan, or you can even use this salad recipe for another lean and green for the week. So the one meal that Robbie and I will be eating together is going to be kind of a mock potato soup, the creamy kind. I remember when Robbie and I first started dating, he told me one time, I'm gonna make you potato soup. Because if you don't know it, Robbie is a wonderful cook. He makes the best comfort food you've ever had. And so he made me potato soup, and it was really good, but it was really surprising because it was not the potato soup that my mama made. My mama made the cheesy, very creamy potato soup, and Robbie made the not so creamy, very brothy potato soup. Both very good in their own way. This week we're making the creamy potato soup.
Boo.
No, not boo.
I'm kidding.
And it's actually not even potato. It's actually made with cauliflower.
Boo.
Cauliflower, the world's most deceiving vegetable. So we're making cauliflower soup, creamy cauliflower soup. And then the salad I'm making is actually a Cobb salad. Now I really hope that my client Dina is watching. Dina, I absolutely love you and I love this idea. Dina asked me a couple of weeks ago, well maybe about a week ago, to find a ranch recipe, and I've been searching high and low for it. I found one, but it's maybe not the ranch recipe you're looking for. So Dina, this one is for you. It's a chicken Cobb salad, and it has to do with an avocado ranch. So hopefully this will satisfy your ranch needs for anybody who's needing some ranch, but I hope that you will enjoy these 2 recipes. For this recipe, you will need 3 cups of cauliflower of any kind, so you can use the florets, you can use the cauli bits. I personally like to use the cauli bits because they're already done and easy to steam. 2 cups of low sodium chicken broth. You can also use low sodium vegetable broth as well. Half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and 2 cups of cheese of any kind. Personally, we're probably gonna end up using the rest of these just to make up the 2 cheeses and get rid of the cheese that's in our refrigerator.
Oh no, cheese.
Honestly, this is all that goes into this. It's a super, super simple mock potato soup that's gonna taste so good on this cooler weather week. To start our mock potato soup, I'm going to measure out my 3 cups of cauliflower into this pot. Now, if I have enough, I'm actually gonna double the recipe, and I might have enough. If not, that's okay. But if I can double the recipe, who's gonna say no to double the recipe of mock potato soup? Robbie, are you gonna say no to that?
Probably not.
So of course this calls for 3 cups, but if we can get 6 cups, I'm going for it. Yay! Great news, we're able to double it. So because I'm doubling this recipe, I'm going to put in a whole cup of water to steam this. But if you're not doubling the recipe, you can put anywhere from 1/4 of a cup to 1/2 cup of water in to steam your cauliflower. I now have this on medium-high heat, and I'm just gonna keep this on here until it's tender. The time could vary, so I don't know exactly how long it's gonna take. So we'll just wait a little bit. I am gonna stir this pretty frequently to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. We do have non-stick pans, but they're about 2 years old now, so their stickiness, their non-stickiness is not so non-sticky anymore. Thank you, Robert. Okay, so now that our cauliflower is tender, I'm gonna go ahead and mash it and then add in all of our extra ingredients except for the cheese. Okay, so I'm gonna add in my chicken broth now. Like I said, you can also use vegetable broth. And remember, if you're only doing 1 batch of this, because I'm doubling it, you're only gonna put in 2 cups. I'm putting in 4, which is basically this whole box, but I wanna make sure that I'm being precise. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt for you, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt for me. A 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder for you, a whole teaspoon of garlic powder for me. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder for you, a whole teaspoon of onion powder for me. I'm gonna give it a good stir and put it back onto the oven to then boil. And once it's boiling, I'm going to add in my cheese. Okay, so I'm adding the cheese in now. I'm gonna be adding in 4 cups, you know the drill. Only add 2 cups if you're only doing 1 batch. I'm also using a 1/2 cup, so. There's 1 cup. Oh crap. There we go, 4 cups. Stir it in, my bro. The last thing I've done is made a mess, but I have poured our mixture of our cauliflower, the cheese, and all of the spices and the chicken broth into 1 NutriBullet for 1 batch, and then of course we have 2 NutriBullets because we have 2 batches. So I'm going to now just blend this up, and then on the day that we're ready to have this, we're just gonna warm it up and it'll be ready to go. But it's gonna be really good. I had a little taste of it because it got all over my hands, but that's okay. So 1 of these will equal 2 servings, and 1 serving will equal 1 lean, 3 green, and 3 condiments. Enjoy. For this recipe, you will need 4 cups of romaine or spring mix lettuce, 1 pound of cooked, cubed, boneless, skinless chicken breast, 2 hard-boiled eggs, 1 cup of cherry tomatoes, 2 slices of lower sodium cooked turkey bacon, 1/4 cup of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, 1/4 of an avocado mashed, 1 teaspoon of a dry ranch packet, and water to thin. To start our grilled chicken Cobb salad, Robbie is actually the best chicken griller in this house. I suck at it. So Robbie is gonna grill up some chicken for me. And that's gonna happen while we're also gonna be grilling up some turkey bacon, or we'll grill up the 2 pieces of turkey bacon after the chicken is done grilling. While that's happening though, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up 4 cups of romaine lettuce and halve up some of our cherry tomatoes. I'm also going to be boiling some hard-boiled eggs. I have them on our burner on medium-high heat with cool water, and then once it started to boil, I will cover it, take it off the heat, and let it sit for 12 minutes, then pull it out to an ice bath. I had to look up how to hard-boil eggs because it's been so long.
Yeah, I never hard-boil eggs. I only scramble them or step on them. All right, for anyone that's curious, these 2 chicken breasts started out not unthawed. They started out frozen. And one thing that I learned from my mom actually is that you can cook them. You don't have to thaw them first. This really only works best if you're doing like if you're dicing it up or, you know, in chunks is you can leave them unthawed, throw them in a pan, and start cooking them. Normally what I would do is put butter with it, but since we're doing them this way, just a little bit of water to start it off, and then you can remove the water. And then once you've done that, you just pull them out and then dice them up, throw it back on the pan to let it finish cooking, and you're good to go.
Okay, so I'm gonna start chopping up our romaine lettuce here. I need 4 cups equals 2 servings, but I'm gonna take this 4 days this week, so I will be chopping up 8 cups of lettuce to put into my 4 Tupperware. Goodness gracious, I'm moving slow today, y'all. I'm so sorry. The next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and halve up my cherry tomatoes. For the normal servings of 2, you'll make 2 servings with the normal batch. You will need a cup of these. So I'm actually gonna make 2 cups of halved cherry tomatoes.
Oh, we gotta roll and boil.
We gotta roll and boil, people. We gotta roll and boil.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Start making our avocado ranch mix now. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut my avocado in half, carefully, very, very carefully. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and scoop out 1/4 of this avocado into our bowl. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try and mash it. Try being our main word here. I may have to have Robbie help me mash it. There we go. Now we're getting there. I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of my Greek yogurt. And actually, because I am, what I just realized is, because I am doubling my recipe, I'm gonna do half of an avocado. So, let's do that real fast. I love avocado, and it's so good for your skin and your nails. Actually, I made that up. I know it's good for your skin. I don't know about your nails. Maybe it has a lot of B12 in it. Now, I'm gonna add in 1/2 cup because I'm doubling it, but if you're only making 1 recipe worth, you'll only put in 1/4 cup. And then I'm gonna put in 2 teaspoons of my ranch mix. Again, only 1 if you're only making 1 recipe worth. And I'm gonna go ahead and just start to kind of mix this up. And then once I've gotten it kind of pre-mixed, then I can add the water in, depending on how runny you like your dressing. I like mine pretty runny, but some people like theirs to be pretty chunky, so it's up to you. If you really want
want to get it runny, you can throw it into your NutriBullet. I'm not gonna do that just because it'd be a lot of work, and I'm actually about to use it for my cauliflower soup, but I would say that's not bad. Let's taste it. Whoa. That actually really tastes good. That's really good. It's a hit. So because I don't want to put my dressing on top of my Tupperware with all my lettuce and let it get soggy after like the 3rd day, I'm gonna go ahead and put all of my dressing into a mason jar and take my mason jar to work with me. Pretty smart. What's gonna be hard is getting it into this. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do for our salads is I'm going to divide up our chicken amongst these 4 Tupperware. Now I think in the beginning I told you that you needed a pound of chicken. I was wrong. You need a pound of chicken if you're gonna double the recipe. You need half a pound of chicken breast. So I'm super sorry about that. I will have corrected that on the instructions and in the you will need for this recipe from the beginning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and divide this up, and then we'll add our eggs on, and these should be good to go. So here's our wonderful salad, minus our delicious dressing, of course. And each of these servings equals 1 lean, 3 green, 1 healthy fat, and 2 condiments. Enjoy.